Hello everybody, how are you today? Me? Oh, I'm well, you know, the usual. Anyway, today, when my mother dearest popped out, I thought I'll have it. My wife, Linda, when she popped out, I thought I'd have a little rummage through my old magazines. I thought I'd have a jolly old time while mother is out at the Tesco. Linda, my wife, is out at the Tesco, who lives with her mother, not this guy. Anyway, so, as I was rummaging around my magazines, I had a good old rummage, you know, I came across this one. And I remember it's a very special one to me because I used to love this, you know, going to the shop, buying a magazine. Have you seen the prices of magazines these days? It's ridicule. It's ridicule. That's French for it's ridiculous. Anyway, so I want to share my passion with you guys. So this makes me very happy and I loved it, and I want to show you guys what we were all riding 7 years ago. Hang on, it's 2025 now, isn't it? 2025. 8 years ago. What were you riding 8 years ago? Well, I'll show you what you were riding 8 years ago. This is my favourite magazine that I used to buy. There's other magazines, but I just enjoyed this one. What mountain bike? I loved it. Oh, this is my inner tube sealant. I got the wrong lubrication tonight. I wanted the tyre sealant. I bloody ended up getting that, didn't I? Look at that. Inner tube. Useless. Anyway, guys, I just want to share with you this magazine, and you can see in 2017 January this was £4.99. How much would this be now? What mountain bike? Now this has been discontinued, and I think it's because in the very rear they had the mountain bikes. And every time I bought this, I think it was monthly, it was just basically the same bikes. I think they were running out of bicycles. Anyway, let's get stuck in. Okay? Now, you probably won't be able to buy this anymore. You might find one or two on eBay, but I just like looking at the old stuff. And mine has lasted so long through rigorous entertaining myself with, because I sellotape it, and that looks after it for years, absolutely years. Okay, so I'm not going to go through the whole magazine. I'm just going to go, you know, a swift, quick look, and you can pause at any bicycle you require. Okay, what is in here? Now, this is the Ragley, and I actually had a Ragley Piglet. I absolutely loved that bicycle, and I have been thinking of purchasing another Ragley. This is the Marley. This is a cheaper one, isn't it? £849 for the Marley 2, 99999 for the Marley 1. Well, you have to check what they are now. This was 2017, guys. Okay. The future's bright. Preview 10 of 2017. Back in 2017, guys, this was modern and the future, wasn't it? But now it's not. Okay. The Norco Optic A91 was £2,000 and 99. £2,099. £2,000 and £99. £2,000 and 99. What's the 99? Is that 100? No, because then it'd be 2,100. That's not 100, is it? That's £10. What's that? Why couldn't they just put... Anyway, I digress. Okay, we're just going to have a specialised fuse expert carbon. Now, guys, if you look back at prices, technology or whatever, you will often find that the prices, say in the 70s, 80s, 90s, the prices of a microwave fridge was astronomical compared to today. Prices seem cheaper now, and that's because we're used to the technology. With progress, we can do it cheaper. So, specialised fuse, expert carbon, fatty. Oh, remember that was the range. If you look at my other videos, I ride a Surly Karate Monkey with 3-point tyres, 3.0 and 325 tyre on the front. £3 grand. What do you think of that? Focus, bird. Hey man, he's flipped me the bird. You see that? Trek fuel. Scott Spark. Now I remember looking at this. Look how much it is. 4,600 points. Very nice. Very nice indeed. Orange. This is a Yorkshire. Where are they based? Is it Halifax? They're in Yorkshire, and they are expensive, I find. Look at that. 2017, an Orange 4 factory was 5,000 points. Now, there is a video how they make it, and they, to get the square bits, they just bend it, don't they? They bend the frame. It's quite fascinating. Yeti. Right, I'll never afford a Yeti. So expensive. But saying that, the orange is dearer. Intense. We're not going to look intensely. Wow, guys, look at that. Look. Now, another thing what is good about going back in time and look at the mountain bikes back when is looking at the specs and the geometry. Look at this geometry, guys. You couldn't get away with that now, could you? Not for £9,000. I was that shocked, guys. I forgot I had a lisp. I can't believe it, £9,000. Anyway, £9 for that back then. I've also got older magazines. If you're interested, I can show you one of them. We can pop the telly on, get a brew, and we'll go through it together. Look at the old bikes, which aren't that old, really. You know? Helmets, bell, gyro. Renthal. Right, now, guys. Renthal, they make stuff for motorbikes, and then they crossed over to the mountain bike world, and I actually have a Renthal, it might even be that now, a Renthal stem, and I really like it. It is top quality, and it's really light, and I usually buy colourful stuff, you know, vivid, quirky stuff. Hello. And I thought, that's boring when I first saw them, but I wanted a small, light, strong, good quality stem, so I purchased it, and I have never looked back. It's very nice. I think that is a British make as well. Very nice. Oh, hello. I like the colour. Is that Lecky? Is it? The new E160? I don't know. You can read it if you want at your leisure. Brexit. Oh, look at it. Through the bike shop. I suppose this is about, will it affect us? Has it affected us? Yes, it has. And I'll tell you why, guys. I like to build my own bicycles. I like to buy a frame and put all the parts on. Now, I usually get a lot of parts from German shops online, and since Brexit the minimum spend has gone up to over £100, and some German shops, I think Rose Do you know Rose Bikes? And there's another one I use. They won't ship to Britain. I'm sure, well, when I looked at Rose, they didn't, but I don't know now, but they didn't. And there's a lot of European bike shops that won't ship here anymore. And if they do, there's a minimum spend. So you have to, if you say you want to stem, and it's cheaper abroad, because a lot of the times it is, because of our tax, you'll have to wait, write it down, write a few things, and then get it all at once. Save up your pennies, and then you will save money. So save it up. So that's what I do. So say I need, I want a new pump or a new seat, saddle. I'll have to wait till I've got a few things, and then I'll order it all together and get me discount, postage and minimum spend. Okay, just a little tip for you. Now, I also bought the Urban Cyclist. Do you remember the Urban? I don't know. I've got a few copies of that. That was for more fixies. I don't really ride fixies. Fixies and not, is it a fixie with the no gears on? Round town, and the fellas with the tight jeans and the curly moustaches. It was more for them. Do you remember, what were they called? Hipsters. It was more of a hipstery vibe, the Urban Cyclist. But I just loved it. I really liked that magazine. But what I want to say is, towards the end of the life of the Urban magazine, every other page was an advert. So, something's going wrong if every other page is an advert. And then soon after that, they stopped producing it. All right? Tired of tires. I'm not going to go through it all, guys. Well, I don't know. It's quite thick. All right, look at this. Oh, that's nice, isn't it? Look at the SRAM. I'm a Shimano fella myself. What are you guys? What are you? A Shimano or a SRAM? There's other ones out there. Box 10, they do derailleurs, and I found the... Is it the Box 10, the ones that only do 9 speeds? I was thinking about going to because they were cheaper and they only did 9 speed, but now they're making 11 speeds. Go figure. That was their thing, wasn't it? We only do 9, we're basic, and now they're... Anyway, again, I digress. Nice big set of tools there. Renthal bars, 70 to 130. Have I got Renthal bars? I have got an expensive pair of bars. Anyway, over the years, you just buy loads of bike stuff, don't you? Can you guys, is there any better feeling than the postman bringing a big brown box with bike parts in it? Is there anything better? Yes, there is. A massive brown box with a bike in it. But apart from that, when you get your delivery... Talking of that, guys, I'm expecting Royal Mail today, and in that box is a set of lights, and they are by Specialised, and they are quirky because the light is a front light and a rear light, and I will be reviewing that when the postman knocks at my door and says, here you go. I will be reviewing that and unboxing it. So let's do that hopefully today. Fingers crossed he comes, because I'm sitting here looking out the window, waiting for him. Anyway, let's go. Fabric. Didn't they make... Wasn't Fabric the ones who did the Charge Kuka bikes? And the people who made the Charge bikes, guys, the Kuka and the Plug, and he named it after utensils in the kitchen. That's where he got his name for bikes. I wanted a Charge Kuka. I just like the steel. He stopped making bikes because he said he was making more money on making saddles and paraphernalia and stuff for the bike rather than the bike. And I thought that was a shame, because it was sort of just for the money, and I really like his bikes, Charge bikes. And I think they the Bosch, they make the fabric. You'll just have to check that. Crank Brothers, lovely, very nice. Onza. That's an old make, isn't it? Onza. Didn't they make stems in there? Onza made the bar ends. Remember the Onza ones? See, remember stuff myself. Fox transfer dropper, 335 pounds. Right. How interesting is an old magazine, eh? I love it. Love looking. Orange sealant. If you hear the knock on the window, it's the postman. Yeah, look at this. Rinse kit. That's handy. I never fancied that because I thought, would it have... I suppose it's alright for rinsing your muddy feet. But is it good for rinsing your bike? I don't know. I don't know. I never leave house. Never leave house of my house without a scarf. Swear by them. Swear by scarves. I like the fleece ones. Right, some tight vests there. For the discerned gentleman. Lecky bike. Gloves. Endura O'Neill Pearl. Some hats there. Alright, Yeti, another Yeti. And yet another Yeti. Genesis Tarn. I had a Genesis Longitude. And the Genesis Longitude is what got me into 3-inch tyres. I've sold my Genesis and now I've got my Surly. But I still ride 3-inch. And I was worried, guys, that the 3-inch would disappear. So I have stocked up and I have got a shed full of 3-inch tyres to future-proof, and it's cold and damp in there, so it shouldn't perforate. So anyway, Genesis Tarn, just under £2,000. BMC, I had a BMC road bike, the red one, Team Machine, the basic Team Machine, and I loved it. It was really light. However, guys, it had rim brakes, and this is why I sold my BMC Team Machine aluminium. Because where I used to live, it was really hilly, and it was so fast, this BMC Team Machine. It was so fast that I was scared going down the hills. So I had to sell it because of the rim brakes. I was like, because I'm so used to disc brakes. Disc brakes. Calibre Bosch nut. Apparently, this is a brilliant bargain, this, for £1,000. It just looks horrible, doesn't it? There's a lady there on her oif check. Oh, it's just lush. I love my bike, it's lush. Oh yeah, okay, let's get a move on, guys. Kona, I've got a Kona Process 134. When I was buying my Kona Process, guys, I looked at the stats and I liked the geometry, and I just about purchased it through the cycle scheme. It was just under I think it was £2,000, maxed it out, and when I got home, it was slightly different geometry, and I thought, I was looking at the 154, so I looked at the 154 on the line. I looked at all the geometry. I was like, yes, please. And I ordered the 134. So I got the wrong bike. However, I love it. It's easy to handle and it's fun. I've done a little video. Oh, that's the Kona Process 111, 2016. All right. Plus wheels. There we go. Yeah, plus wheels, there they all are. Spankuzi, I've got a set of Spankuzi rims. I never buy a full set of wheels because I am a poor tramp and I can't afford £490. So what I do, guys, is I buy a rim 1 month, and then the next month buy a hub, and then I go to the bicycle shop and I say, please sir, put me together a wheel, and he does, and then I give him some currency. Sunringle. I think I've got a Sunringle rim as well. Yes, I have. I've got a Durock. Do you remember that game, the Durock? Used to love that. Played on that for hours. And when you got to somewhere in Durock, the distance, it was all foggy, and then when you got there, it cleared up. Memories, all alone with my memories, and you guys sharing this. Winter trousers. I've got a pair of Enduras. Swear by them. Love Enduras. They endure the rain. How it works. And here we go. I used to love this section. Buyer's guide, entry level, all the bikes there. I think it was this magazine that got me into the Genesis, because I saw the Genesis longitude in here and I thought, whoa, old school, you know, because it's the thin steel tubing, and I just love thin tubing. I just love it. I think it's from my 80s and 90s riding. All right, let's just nearly at the end, guys. This is sad, isn't it? Anyway, if you're interested, I'm going to show you my urban cycle magazines maybe tomorrow, because I want to have a read, and I like having a read with you chaps. Now I said chaps because I was talking about the urban, and it's all posh and hipstery, and chap S's. All right, look at this. Now look, guys, if you look, the entry level, the geometry, well, that's quite slack actually. But I was going to say the more no, that's not slack. I was going to say the more expensive it was then, the slacker it was, but I don't think it was. What do you think, guys? Let me know. All right, look at it. What's your dream bike? Have a think and drop it down, your dream bike. I'm very happy with my bicycles. I've got a Surly, I've got a Marin, a Kona, and I've got a cheap Pinnacle. My dream bike is, if money was no object, I've seen this Specialized road bike and it's all different colours and it's like £10,000. I'd like that, but my dream mountain bike would be, what would my dream mountain bike be? Don't know. I don't know, guys. I don't know. I do like the Surleys. If it's full suspension, I'll have to think. I don't know. Maybe I'll get ideas in here. That's nice. The Yeti. Oh, that is nice. Look at that. Even back then, that was delicious. Right. There we go. Set of wheels. Superstar. Now, Superstar Components, guys. Superstar Tech. Superstar Components is a British manufacturer. Now, I've bought things from Superstar Components. I bought a separate set of rims and I took it to the bike shop. Got the wheels built. I had to take the wheels back because the wheels were wobbly like that. And so he ended up arguing with the fellow in the bike shop. And he said, you brought me bent rims, it's your fault. And we were arguing because I'm not an expert. Why did you build them? Anyway, we got banned from that bike shop and it has subsequently closed down. I'm sorry to hear. Anyway, what I'm saying, Superstar Components, they've got the nice colours, very cheap. However, I've had a couple of things from them that have not been top notch. So check it before you get it if you buy from Superstar Components. I'm not dissing them. I've got a lot of stuff and it's nice, but the rims were a bit wonky and I didn't notice. All right. This is what I'm talking about. I've got these Superstar Nanos and they have been absolutely flawless. Superstar Nanos, brilliant. I highly recommend them. I think you can get, they're not £43 now. I think you can get them with a titanium stick, spindle thing, and they're like 80, 90, but I recommend them because they're still rolling around now. Brilliant. The brilliant pedals them. Alright, some tyres here. Schwalbe. Maxis. Now, Maxis seem to be very popular, but I tell you, this might be a bit fussy, but I don't like the big massive Maxis sign on them. It's like, hey, advert. I don't like that. I like something more subtle. But they are good tyres, so, you know, swinging roundabouts, swings and roundy tyres. All the forks here. Maserati. Can you see, guys? £900. Forks are a lot expensive now, aren't they? See, go back then, they were expensive because they were new. Go back now, they're expensive because the technology is better. So you can't bloody win. Right, guys, I always get Shimano XT because they've been brilliant. I love XT, but SLX is wonderful. I remember, guys, ages and ages ago I had something SLX and it never went wrong. It was brilliant. Clarks are very cheap, and I've just bought a set of R2 Clark brakes and they're brilliant. They are brilliant for the money. Look at this, £40 pair. Clarks are still cheap now and they are brilliant. I do recommend Clarks. Shimano Dior, that's a good one as well. Hope, I've never had Hope. I've had SRAM gear clicker shifter and it wasn't for me. The SRAM, I don't know. I don't know, guys, but the SRAM was not for me, so I stick to Shimano XT. That's what it used to look like. Coming to the end, guys. W2B, they're a cheap make, but very, very strong. I've had this is what I'm saying, guys. The charge spoon. This is it. You know, I said about the charge bikes. He started making this, and he was making a lot more money from the paraphernalia. So he went into that and stopped making charge. So if you do find a charge bike, snap it up because it'll be rare. Bontrager. My best seat ever is a specialised, what's it called? Ronin. Very expensive, but I love it. Comfortable, strong and light. And that's it, guys. There's the Urban. Sorry, did I shout? I'm sorry. There's the Urban there. I'll show you that next time. I'm going to do, I need some sweeties, so I'm going to do a sweetie review in a minute. And I'll review that, and then when my lights come, I'll review that, and Urban should be tomorrow. Thank you, as ever. Thank you for subscribing. It means the world. It means the world to me. Anyway, I'm going to go now. I'm Lisping Glover, and you've been watching POW Reviews. Thank you. Have a lovely day. Thank you. Ta-ta. Ta-ta. Bye-bye-bye. Thank you. Bye-bye. Ta-ta. Bye-bye-bye.